if you saw, I wrote an article on this. It's a really interesting way of raising money and getting investment into research projects. So the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation did this. And
phenomenal.
Yeah, they did.
Why are they so good? Like,
they only have, obviously it's a terrible disease, but only 100,000 people worldwide have that. And, they invest 225 million a year from one foundation, and it's because they operate like a venture capital fund. Do you know what venture capital? So basically, venture capital funds, they have a big pool of money from a load of investors. Let's say like 100 million. Like, they invest a lot, and they will invest into a load of little companies and say like 5 million here, 5 million here. And what they'll do is they will hope that one of them goes on to become the next Uber or the next Airbnb, whatever. And then they obviously get a payout from having equity within that company. And Cystic Fibrosis Foundation do a similar thing, where rather than using the research grants or donations that they get, rather than just spending it on research projects and hoping for the best, they invest into the research projects. And then the ones that are successful, they have a patent on that. And that means that they receive dividends and payouts and royalties from any successful projects, which the foundation then centralizes and reinvests into more projects. So they started off with like a 20-30 million pound investment back in 2000, and now they, like, I think it was like 6 years ago, they sold those royalties for 2 billion. And that is the sort of money that you can do crazy stuff with. Because if you look at the UK, we've had like 17 million of government funding. Fuck all. But if you invested it like that, and say in 10, 15 years you have 2 billion, now you've got like chances. And and I mean, you see it in cystic fibrosis results. They have doubled their life expectancy in 20 years. They have multiple FDA approved treatments. And that is and that as a disease is like a very like more life affecting, I think, in many, because it literally just kills you after 30 years.
In New Zealand, I mean, is it trifecta? Yeah,
their
drug.
Something.
Yeah, it used to be 300,000 New Zealand dollars a year.
Yeah.
I know a mum with twins, so she had to pay like 600,000 a year, and then they just got government funded last year.
Yeah,
it's transformed these, like, it's amazing. And there's only like, I don't know, like 1,000 people in New Zealand. I think even less, maybe like 300 people in New Zealand with cystic fibrosis. And I'm like, your marketing must be, who is doing that?
Exactly. So if you think about the amount that they are able to raise when they only have 100,000 worldwide, most of that, their investment donors come from people who are related to the people who are affected. So of those 100,000, maybe there's like, friends, family, loved ones, whatever. If you can do that with chronic fatigue syndrome and long COVID, like, the numbers are just exponential. They're on a different scale, like orders of magnitude different. But it needs to be hard.
Also, if it's like cystic fibrosis, there's something they can see too, like the mucus. You know what I mean? They know about the lumps. So there's a proven this is wrong. Where with ME, they're like, eh?
But a lot of people with severe ME, they do have friends and family who see them in that situation.
I mean, like, scientifically, they still don't have a biomarker, right? That goes like, you have ME.
Okay.
You can see the severity, but they go, well, they're depressed. Which is not bloody true. You can actually see some physical symptoms, but there's still nothing to be like, this is what.
Yes.
There's just these symptoms.